Hey, what's up? Today we're doing a You're Bad at Social Media video. So we're doing it. We're going right into it. This is You're Bad at Social Media number 170. Whoa. If this is your first video, you're like, what? 169 other videos to watch? Wow, and that's just one category? This is amazing. This guy Fluffy must have so much content. Yes, I have over 1,500 videos. Go catch up. Let's do it. Hey, what's up? My mom just learned how to use text effects. Well, your mom is more advanced at texting than me. What did she say? I'm divorcing your father. What are you doing? I'm divorcing your father. I'm divorcing your father. I'm divorcing your father. I'm divorcing your father. I think your parents might be getting a divorce. Hopefully she's saying it sarcastically, but if not, what an awesome way to learn that your parents are getting a divorce. I'm divorcing your father. Also, I just figured out how to do this with my phone. Isn't it cool? Me and your father got over a fight over text effects, and now I'm divorcing him. Happy holidays! It's not the holidays. What? I'm so confused. Happy holidays! Yes, my dad is in the picture, even though it looks like he's part of the painting. It legit looks like your dad was just painted into that picture. What an odd piece of decor you would have. I actually just want this picture to be recreated now. There's a Scottish woman in the Hive group on Facebook that calls herself everyone's mother and constantly posts things like this. I would, and I can't stress this enough, die for her. Good afternoon, my beautiful Hive, it's your mama here. This is me in my garden drinking beer and giving the middle finger to my neighbors who hate Beyonce. Homecoming is playing very loud in the garden. Wow, she seems like a wonderful neighbor to have, as long as you don't piss her off. Then she seems like she's just gonna dedicate the rest of her life. Like she probably is now dedicating the rest of her life to playing Beyonce very loudly for the woman across the street that made one comment about how she doesn't like Beyonce. My brother trying to be sneaky with his condoms, laughing my ass off. Ramen shrimp noodle condoms? If you buy noodle condoms, doesn't that make it seem like, oh yeah, do you take magnums or noodles? Oh, I'm a noodle. Yeah, not a magnum. Well, I guess it's not as bad as these ones that someone's grandma made for him. Lovely present from my grandma. Oh, I'll be watching you. Oh, nice. Condoms with your grandma's face on it, because that's the last thing you want to see before you are about to have intercourse. It's your grandma's face. Like, wow. You know, it was really impressive. He lasted so long. Yeah, well, that's because I got this little secret I think about my grandma. It's not on purpose, it's just been burned into my brain. One of them literally just says, don't. It just says, don't. Alright, let me just get one of my condoms, and you're gonna be like, don't. Alright, Grandma. Sorry, my grandma says I can't. When you just shaved your legs and waiting for Bae to notice. Hey, don't be hating because this man is a Manscaping legend. If I shaved my legs, they would not look that good. Alright, if I shaved my legs, wore a pair of shorts like that, I'm telling you, I would not be working it as well as this man is. No. I walked into my bathroom to see my roomie with a bloody nose eating a sandwich over the toilet. Hashtag my roommate is weird. Obviously, she had some sort of injury while making a sandwich, so whatever. Sometimes you're just trying to put some butter on your sandwich and you accidentally headbutt the counter. It happens to the best of us. I tried to make a bologna sandwich yesterday and I choked on mustard. Alright? I was trying to put the mustard on top and I just choked on the mustard bottle. Yeah, the cap flew off, fell in my... I could be dead right now. I knew mustard would kill me one day. If it wasn't... I gotta stop drinking it straight out of shot glasses. You know, I'm kind of depressed I never had a roommate, though. Really, aside from, like, my parents. I really don't have any of those cool roommate stories that everybody else has. Like, I want a story about my roommate coming in and farting on my pillow and then me getting pink eye and then losing my job because... my boss thought I was stoned. I want a story like that. I never will. Because I always lived by myself. Always a roomie, never a roommate. I still think about this tweet to this day. I just gave a homeless man $100 because he said he needs to take a train home. I really hope he gets home and doesn't do something else. You dumbass. If he's homeless, how's he gonna take the train home? Idiot. Maybe she was just assuming that the person was homeless because they were asking for money. $100 to take a train, though? It just reminds me of, there's a woman in my town who, she lives in the town and she begs for money. And I don't think she really needs the money because she's always like holding groceries in her hands or something, but I feel like she just figures like, hey, let me just see if I can get a couple bucks off this person. And she'll come up and be like, oh, I gotta take the bus home. I'm like, lady, I know you live down the street and there's no bus that comes through our town. No, you cannot have my money. I'm sorry. I friggin' need it right now, okay? Times are tough. Cost of living, all right? That's what everybody, it's the cost of living, man. It costs too much to live these days. It's just cheaper to die. Tell me something I don't know. I took my son's nappy off so he could run around naked for a bit before his bath, and he took a huge shit on the kitchen floor, but before I could clean it, my dog ate it. Oh. Okay. Well, at least your dog was there to help you clean up the mess. You know, dogs are good for that, though. Not specifically for cleaning up poo, but I mean, if I didn't have dogs, you know how much floor cleaning I would be doing? With all the food that my kids drop? Man, I don't even buy dog food anymore. No, they just live off scraps. That's not true. Don't call the Humane Society on me. Don't call PETA. My mom found my sister's weed and hid it. My sister found the hidden weed, and now she's trying to send my mom a video of her throwing grass down the toilet to make our mom think it's her weed. Oh my God. Now this will show what kind of life your mom lived before she had children. Because, I'm sorry, but if my child tried to pull some crap like this on me, I'd be like, those are grass clippings. Put it back where you found it. That shit would not be working. I just want to know if it was successful. This is one of those things that you might have tricked your mom into, and 15 years from now, you and your mom are going to be laughing about it. You're going to be like, yeah, remember that time? Yeah, that was grass. Yeah. She'll be like, you son of a bitch. Then your mom would be like, yeah, you remember that time I confiscated your weed? Yeah. You remember I said I threw it out? No, me and your dad had a nice night. Must be a nightmare to sing happy birthday to her. To you. I don't know, let's try it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear, to you. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How old are you now? How old are you to you? How old are you now? But you know what? I'm guessing that English isn't her first language, and in her culture, I'm sure they sing either a different song or the words don't really line up like they do in English. And you know what? It actually wasn't that much of a nightmare, okay? Because I just sang it pretty smoothly with my angelic voice. I should be paying to serenade people. Like, I should make you pay me to... I don't even know what the fuck I'm trying to say anymore. I serenaded you and you owe me money. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, now this is an example of just a boss move, okay? This is someone I would never mess with. So my dad got his hip replaced and had the doctor save it so he could turn it into a cane. That is one of the biggest badass moves I've ever heard of. You cannot possibly become more boss than turning your own bone into a cane. I'd say he's pretty hip. I see what you did there. Honestly, if this ever happens to me, if I ever have to get my hip bone replaced, I'm always going to remember this now because I'm going to ask them to save it so I can make it into a cane. Because that's just, it's bragging rights. It's a great icebreaker, a story to bring up. When people ask about the bone on your cane, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's my hip bone. Yeah. No, that's really cool, actually. That's amazing. Anyway, that's the video today, and I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out my Patreon, patreon.com/FLuffeeTalks, and come up to your screen real quick. You guys rope me into doing these boops every time now. Boop. Because I just know you love it so much, or some of you do. Some of you probably feel very violated every time I boop your face. I'm like, come up to your screen, and you're like, oh, hell no, and you click the video off. I get it. All right. Bye.